Okay, question 22. We are going to be building this cement patio. Diameter of 15 feet. Okay. What does the word diameter mean? All the way across. So when we look at this shape, it is a cylinder, and this would be 7.5 feet as a radius of that cylinder. Okay, I've actually seen a lot of questions dealing with inches and feet and yards. So do we know our conversions? Because they have not been giving them. Do you guys understand what a yard is? Do you know what 1 yard kind of looks like in real life? Football field. It's very similar to a meter. It's close. So it's like stretching your arms out a little bit. Like this much is a yard. Okay, that's a yard. Okay, how many feet are inside a yard? 3. So you have 3 feet. How many inches are in a foot? You have to know that one. 12 inches inside a foot. So how many inches are inside a whole yard? 36. Okay, so those are the things you have to know. 3 feet inside a yard, 12 inches inside a foot, which causes us to get 36 inches inside a yard, right? Okay, so when we're doing this volume, so cubic yard means volume, okay, but it's in cubic yards. So when we do our measurements, they're all going to be in yards. So 7.5 feet equals how many yards? When 3 feet equals 1 yard, so what are we going to have to do to our number? Divide by 3. I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave it. Just leaving it like that. 7.5 divided by 3. That's our radius number. Okay, so here is what I'm going to do now. So cement costs this much per cubic yard with taxes in there, so we don't have to do that work. The budget is $600 for the patio. So determine how many cubic feet of cement she can buy, and then what's the height in inches. Okay, so here's what I know. I want $600. I want to know how much I can buy. How much can I buy? What do I know? $200 is buying 1 cubic yard. 200 for 1 cubic yard, so 600. What's 600 divided by 2? So that's the most I can get, because that's my budget. I have up to $600, so that's the highest amount of volume I can do.
When it says like cube, does that mean that like
Cube is always a volume,
oh
right? Cubic. when I do something squared, it's an area. Yep. Determine how many cubic feet she can buy. Okay, so let's talk about going from the feet to the yard thing. What do I know? 1 yard is 3 feet. Okay, but that is linear. That's a linear thing. So what do I have to do to get myself into cubic? I have to cube everything then. So I'm going to go from linear to a volume. So to get to a volume, I have to cube everything. So what is the number 1 times 1 times 1? 1 cubic yard. On this side, what's 3 times 3 times 3? 27. Okay. If you wanted to go to area, what's your ratio? If you were doing an area conversion, it'd be a 1 to 9 conversion. Because I'd square this 1 and I'd square this 9. Okay, so a linear conversion, a volume conversion, right? Okay, so we want volume. So if I know this, 3 cubic yards equals how much then? What would 3 cubic yards make? So what am I going to have to crisscross here? That dividing by 1 makes okay, so do we understand conversions going linear? And if you want to do an area conversion, you just have to square your numbers. If you want to go to a cubic, then you cube your numbers, okay? Question B, what's the height of the patio? What's the highest height in inches that keeps her within her budget? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the volume of a cylinder. So now it's time for me to go to my formula sheet. The volume of a cylinder. Volume equals pi r squared h. What can I replace the v with? 81 pi times, what can I replace r with? 7.5 times h. Okay, I'm going to multiply that all together in my calculator. Pi times 7.5 squared Are we good? I got 176 and change. Anybody else? Kingston's giving me googly eyes. Oh, you haven't done it yet. Then I'm going to divide. Why am I doing these dots? Anybody? I'm keeping it in my calculator. I'm never rounding until my final answer. So 81 divided by answer button is 0.458. I'm still in my calculator, ... Yay, nay? No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, it does. What did you do 81 divided by answer, or did you do answer divided by 81 by accident? Does anybody know what I'm in? What was 81 in?
Cubic feet.
Cubic feet. What was 7.5 in?
Cubic feet.
Feet. So this answer is
Half of that.
in feet. Just saying everything's been in feet. Feet, feet, feet. We were dealing this with feet. We were doing this with feet. So our answer's in feet. But what does it want my answer in? Inches. Wants my answer in inches. So 0.458 ... means I'm on my calculator still. How many inches is that going to be? Okay, what do you know about feet and inches? What is the thing you know from memory? You have to have it memorized. 1 foot is 12 inches. So I have to, see it's in there, times 12.
Can you give us like all the conversions and then we can put them on our cheat sheet?
Yeah, we can do that.